Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VI Advance. I am very happy to be back and very happy to be playing. Currently, our party is Locke, Edgar, Sabin, and Celeste. When last we left our heroes, we were leaving Narshe as something happened with Terra in the Esper, causing her to transform and go berserk and fly off in a random direction. It is now Locke, Edgar, Sabin, and Celeste's task to go find her, while everybody else stays behind to protect Banon from the Empire. Yoshkev, hello, good to see you. And if you didn't notice, Yoshkev, I've got a vote going up for anybody else who might be watching as well. Vote for what I play tomorrow, because I finished Earthbound yesterday. As you can see, I have Celeste and Locke both equipped with melee weapons that allow them to attack from the back row, so that they can stay in the back row and be protected. Unfortunately for Celeste, that means I don't think she can use Runic. Yep, see, it's grayed out. But don't worry, if I have a boss or anything that I need to use Runic for, I can just swap her out to a different weapon. You already voted? Cool, good to hear. Alright, so we were headed over here. However, before we do that, I'm going to move Edgar up to position 1. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because there's a special little side thing in Figaro Castle that you might not know about, and that is the shops here give Edgar a discount. King Edgar, welcome home. But it only works if he's in slot 1. So we're going to go ahead and go to the shops first thing, but there's some other stuff I want to show folks. This is just like old times. I don't want around for a bit. Such a great game. Should have put Terra in Smash instead of Cloud. It would have been cool. But Cloud's a more well-known character. Nowadays, at least. Let's see. Where's the shop? Not this way. So there's a few things we want to do. Obviously, since 7 decided to just go around somewhere, we're going to find him. But we also have a few other things we want to do. There's some events here that you can only do if Edgar and Sabin are both in your party. You have a family, don't you? Just be quiet and take it. He was trying to say he wouldn't take money from the king. Flash and Drill are two new tools that we're going to have access to. Flash inflicts darkness on all enemies with a brilliant flash. And Drill penetrates enemies' armor and deals severe damage. It is our first single-target tool. When I say first, yes, that does mean there are going to be other tools out there that are single targets. But for now, this is what we're going to use. Already enough clouds in Smash. Look at all the stages for clouds. Exactly. Welcome home, King Edgar. Please take your time and relax within the castle. The castle can move freely through the sand. We can even go under mountains if there's a desert on the other side. We've broken off our allegiance with the Empire. Our alliance, allegiance, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to scoot up a bit so you guys are going to hear that, because I don't want to be stretching forward to try and get as close to the mic as possible. Alright, so we're going to look around. There's 2 events that you can get here, I believe? Actually, no, the event we just got was of Sabin going around. But yes, if you want to stock up on items... I can't take money from the king. Once again, be quiet and take it. You have a family, don't you? Alright, holy water. We want to stock up on some holy water because we will be running into enemies that can zombify the party. Bit of a problem if you're not prepared for it. I would like some high potions, and we have enough Phoenix Downs for now. Alright. Next thing we want to do is we want to find, I believe, Edgar's bedroom. Or we could just rest for a bit in randomly here. What is the mic picking up? Seriously? Is it that motorcycle or car or what have you? Damn it. Castle hasn't changed much. Goddamn cars. Go away. And yet, It's different. Mom and Dad are gone. Nothing can ever really be the same. Not after what happened. Tonight, Percy's been, so if he should... No, you're wrong, it's not true! Priestess, the king, he's... Sabin! Sabin! Sabin, I don't actually know how it's pronounced, so once again, I'll probably use them interchangeably. Ted couldn't have. Edgar. So, Dad didn't make it. Sabin? Edgar, there you are. Your father just said he would entrust Figaro to the two of you. Those were his final words. You all make me sick. Everyone's saying the Empire had Dad poisoned. The only thing any of you can think about is who'll be the next king. No one's even sad. None of you probably cared when Mom died after we were born either. That's not... You're just as bad as the rest of them. Sabin. Empire of murderers. You won't get away with this. Priestess, leave us. Let's leave this place. Let's forget this crazy kingdom and live our lives how we want to. Said he didn't want to be king, right? A life of freedom, eh? What do you think would happen to Figaro if both of us left? There'd be no one to take over the throne. Dad was counting on us to take care of the kingdom. Sabin, let's settle this with the toss of a coin. Dad gave me this one. If it's heads, you win. Tails, I win. The winner chooses whatever path he wants. No regrets, no hard feelings. Okay? Here we go! And you chose your freedom. It's already been 10 years. The little shrimp has grown up into a whopping lobster. And you're a king crab. Sabin, do you think Dad would be proud of me? Don't ever doubt that. I'm sure he's beaming with pride wherever he is. 10 years. Where's the time gone? Here's to a couple of confused grown-ups. Drink. Here's to Dad. And to Mom. And to Figaro. Alright. With that, we are well on our way. However, we're supposedly supposed to find a way to get to the next, to a different area by using the castle. I'm actually going the wrong way. Oopsie. I know where I'm going, I swear. Believe it's over this way. You might remember from our encounter with Kefka here, they managed to bury themselves in the sand somehow. Well, we're gonna find a way to do so. I just have to go to the right place. I forget exactly where it is. That's odd. I sworn it was actually really easy to find. I think it might be over here. There we go. Go this way. Lots of requests this month. I can take you to the desert beyond the mountains if you'd like. Let's go to Kullingen. By pulling that lever. Once again. The castle of Figaro buries itself beneath the sand, only this time, it's gonna take us across the mountains. How it makes this trip exactly, I have no idea, because there would have to be soft enough sand all the way across, and somehow it would have to have a way to propel itself or move along tracks that they already built, I suppose. Who knows? Welcome to Kohlingen. Enjoy your visit. You can take the castle back near Narshe if you'd want to do so, though. In the meantime, we have places to go, people to see. First things first, we want to go to that city, but we'll do so in a sec because there's something else we want to do. First things first. Kohl is actually German for cabbage! Drill time! Booyah! Up here to the north, where you might see a very interesting looking part of the on the map. Very interesting shape, I should say. Oh dear! Bloodfangs have us surrounded. Oopsies! Haha, whoop. I meant to have Locke attack the right target. Forgot that you'd have to go through your own party to do it. Okay, that took care of them. Ooh, we got some dried meat in case we needed more. Alright, so way out here is a single lone building. Bugged in the SNE version, you could just wear cool sunglasses the entire game? I believe so. Hero's Ring. I believe it's a relic. Hero's Ring. Gold ring once worn by an ancient hero. Boosts both physical and magical attack power. I believe that's something we should give to Sabin, actually. No, he needs the 2 earrings. Yeah, for now I don't want to give the Hero's Ring to anybody. We can't let the world become too peaceful. Don't you see? People shine their brightest when they're at war. My Colosseum will be a monument to the glory of battle. If I can ever finish it, that is. No one will help me. Yeah, because you're a bit of a warmonger by the sounds of it. Goodness. What a strange old man. Oh well, I'm sure it won't be important. Let's head out and go back to town. Hopefully we can get some, oops, going the wrong way. Hopefully we can get some information as to where Terra went. Don't travel through the desert unless you absolutely have to. The reason why I got holy waters is because of an enemy in the desert, who's going to be a bit of a problem if you allow him to be. Welcome to Kohlingen. A strange glowing creature flew through here, scared the living daylights out of me. Took off southward towards Jidoor. Well, we got our information, but there's plenty more to do here. Like seeing Shadow. If you decide to bring only 3 people along, you could talk to Shadow and recruit him. We meet again. Leave me alone. I wouldn't talk to that guy for you. He's an assassin. You've got some rather unsavory sorts here. Like over there is an assassin. Alright, let me see. Kohlingen. We want to actually explore a bit. My younger brother's a bit eccentric, lives alone up north, so he's going to build a Colosseum or some nonsense. That thing. I don't know what it was, but it tore up my house. Some kind of glowing monster. Yep, that's a torn up house. Oh, Locke, is that you? Have you stopped by Rachel's house? Oh, probably a good opportunity to switch Locke in, because this is an important area for him. It's my dream to see an opera at the Opera House south of Jador. With a handsome date, of course. I'd get all dolled up, put on a sequin dress. Was that thing really a monster? Stopped right in front of my little girl, and I could see it had gentle eyes. I saw a pretty light. It came here and everyone else was afraid of it, but I liked it. There is a chest back there, if you're eagle-eyed enough to spot it. Oh, Locke, it's been a while, ages even. Oh, that? Worry not, your chest is quite safe. It's a good thing I just happened to have finished this herbal concoction back then. Now she'll never age a day. Had to use my herbs, I did. Couldn't very well refuse you with you begging me like that. Rachel. You're sure this stuff will work? Billy Bob and Joe? I don't know what you're talking about. Of course, the love of your life will sleep here just like this. Forever. And ever and ever. If there was a way to call our spirit back. A way to call her back, eh? You mean like that legendary treasure? Oh yes, I suppose if you had that, you might be able to bring her around. I failed her. Locke. And there we have the impetus for why Locke is such a renowned treasure hunter. Because he's looking for a specific one. One that can revive the dead. Probably a bit more stronger than Phoenix Down. Let's see. There we go. Behind the house, however, you can find yourself a green beret if you didn't have one already. Yeah, I'll wear another green beret. Works for me. In fact, I might do the same for Edgar. Oh, I don't have any more green berets. Huh, maybe I have somebody else equipped with one. I probably gave it to, what's his name? To Gao. Alright, we'll be stopping by Rachel's house in a bit, because that wasn't Rachel's house. That was the old man who's taking care of Rachel's body. So we've got the Valiant Faceless Monk Trio for Final Fantasy IV. Oh! The Valiant Monks, I forgot them. Alright, so we also have equipment here we can buy. None of my notes indicate anything we want to buy. Mostly due to the fact that we have most of this stuff already. However, the twist headband, I believe, might be interesting. Nope, never mind. Twist headband is only interesting if you're Shadow. Iron Helm, Silk Robe, in case we want another. But I already have one. We won't need it for a while. And then we have Air Knife, if you didn't have one already. Chain Flail and Moonring Blade. Shurikens, Flame Scrolls, all the scrolls you could want if you manage to have Shadow in your party. So as you can see, he's completely viable as a party member if you manage to get him in your party. Magus Hat is better for Terra, that's useful right now. Yes, but I have the Magus Hats I need. A girl named Rachel used to live in the house up there. No one lives there anymore, though. I couldn't protect her. Locke, where are we off to find today? It's almost your... There's supposed to be an amazing treasure hidden somewhere in this mountain. We're gonna find it. Locke, look out! Rachel! Rachel, are you awake? I can't remember anything. Sound familiar? Get out of my house. It's your fault Rachel lost her memory. Wait, just let me talk to her. Please, just go away. I don't know who you are, but my parents are upset whenever you come here. Rachel will be better off without you hanging around, Locke. She's going to make a new start of it. With you here, she can't even do that. A year went by. I finally returned. Found out Rachel had been killed in an Imperial attack. Remember, I returned just before she died. Last thing she said was my name. I never should have left her side. I failed her. And that's pretty much the whole story, almost. Rachel died in an Imperial attack, only to regain her memory at the last moment. So, Locke had the old man, alchemist, so to speak, in this area, to preserve her body until he could find a treasure powerful enough to revive the dead. In the meantime... Actually, hold on. I want to go ahead and get rid of that blind status. I drop... just because it's annoying to have. And we will be on our way because our last clue points to the town of Jidoor. So that's our next goal. Boom Deara! Whoosh! That Aura Bolt's dealing damn decent damage, but that's because it's magical. And I've got 2 earrings on Sabin. Sabin. I'm gonna try my best to say Sabin every time. Bioblaster. Missed me! Now die. Lots of battles on our way, because, I mean, let's face it, random encounters are random encounters. Ah, hell. You attacked the wrong target, Satan. Not Shamshir! It just deals some damage. It might be one of those demi-like attacks, I don't know, but whatever, either way. Yawn. Thankfully, we may need healing, but we have a healer. So, it's not a big deal. Celeste is a very powerful Rune Knight, after all. Alright, more enemies. And because we seem to keep getting these wonderful pincer attacks, we can take advantage of the ones that aren't facing the direction they should be. Keep in mind they will turn around if they attack certain people. So if you queue up your attacks as much as I am, that could happen. Of course, it's only target, so it doesn't matter. But yes, they will face people, and then you probably want to hold off on attacking until you get the bonus damage. Now, fun fact. I don't want to spoil stuff that's happening later in the game, because we're keeping the story of this game, you know, blind as for the viewers, not for me, obviously, because it's one of my favorite games of all time. I've obviously played it a lot. As such, there is one suggestion I want to make. If you're playing along, or this is your first time seeing it, you actually don't want to level up too much right now. Not going to spoil as to why, but there's a good reason for it. So, I'm going to be fighting encounters on the way, but if you're thinking of grinding or something like that, my recommendation would be don't. You'll be fine with the levels you've got up to this point, probably, especially if you're not doing a low-level run. With the levels you've got right now, you should be able to handle what's coming our way. Unbelievable! Alright, let's speed this up. We are getting a significant amount of money, though, and that's going to be very useful. Now, the first thing we're going to do is go to Jidoor, which should be the white dot here. You might notice there's a white dot further south. We're not going to actually go there just yet. This is Jidoor, the westernmost town on the world map, which is actually a bald-faced lie. It's not actually the westernmost town. Armor shop. My notes say that there are two things we want to look at here. One is the ninja gear, which specific characters can equip. I've obviously got one already on Sabin. If you brought Shadow with you, he wouldn't want this. You also have a white dress. I'm gonna get one white dress, an attractive white dress that boosts the wearer's magic. I'm gonna get one of those and a ninja gear for Locke. We can also get the mithril vest for Edgar. Twist headband if you didn't wanted it, and of course mithril shields if you want those. So, ninja gear, very cool. Upgrade speed, defense, magic defense, yay. Mithril vest, defense and magic defense, and even speed. And we will replace silk robe with the white dress because it does increase magic stat quite a bit. What next? Is we want to go to the weapon shop as well. We're also going to be exploring quite a bit. This chocobo place, we're going to actually probably use a chocobo when we head out. Every once in a while, one of those shady kids from Zozo wanders down here looking for an easy mark. Be careful. Alright, anything I want? By the looks of it, no. You might want to stock up on Phoenix Downs if you're not terribly confident with with the next area. But you also want to have some spare money, so it's a balancing act, as per usual. The Kikuichimonji is great if you're bringing Cyan. Kaiser Knuckles, great if you're bringing Sabin. The Kodachi, great if you're bringing the Shadow. And more scrolls in case you didn't stock up before. So the only person we're going to equip right now is Sabin. We're going to leave everything else up to the way it is. So despite Knuckles imbued with holy might, I don't think that actually indicates that they are holy elemental. I'm fairly certain they're not. We aren't going to run into an elemental weapon for Sabin for just a tiny bit. All the poor people were forced out of town. Here they built a new town in the valley between the mountains up north. So this is a rich people only town, huh? The folks in Zozo don't have an ounce of honesty among a lot of them. Don't trust a word they say. Alright, that was actually all the notes I had, so we just have to explore the town. You can, of course, rest at the end if you wish to. I think there's one more shop here, though. I saw a girl bathed in light speed off towards the northern mountains. Maria, the famous opera diva, is absolutely gorgeous. Auction house. Today's auction is over. Aww. Some truly valuable works of art can be had in the auction house. Probably not by the likes of you, though. You jerk. You can talk to the rest of the rich folk at the auction house, but don't worry about it. Not yet, at least. If you head north enough, you see this humongous mansion. Bowser's mansion. You're the spitting image of Maria. He's talking about Celeste. I'm a turtle for you, say? She's a famous opera singer. Taint Ether, thank you for your free ether. The auction house. Yay. Oh my, look at all these famous ugly paintings. This one looks awfully familiar. Picture of a lovely lady. Some armor, a bucket, lamp, some flowers, an empty chest. Ah well. Guess there's nothing interesting here. All we heard is that someone headed north towards the mountains. Who did? I'm gonna be an opera singer when I grow up. You don't know where the opera house is? It's way south of here. Not something we're terribly concerned about. Welcome to the relic shop. Peace ring, we already have one. Barrier ring, we do not. Mithril glove, we have one of. Earring, we have a couple of. This is a good place. You want to stock up on earrings, but I would recommend not. You have a lot of earrings as is, but if you want to, emphasize that magic power. Sniper Eye, Knight's Code. Oh, speaking of relics, the Genji gloves, I actually looked them up. We actually are not in danger of not having any more of those. The Genji gloves are actually fairly common. We'll have 2 more through story based areas that we'll be able to get our hands on, and we will even be able to get some from stealing at a certain point in the game. I'm going to make sure I specifically indicate that, because I might want to make sure I have 4 Genji gloves just for the sake of having them. Chocobo rides 250 gil a pop. What do you say? We teach you to ride a chocobo. I already know how. We've done this before. At least she doesn't want to be a blitzball when she grows up. Yes, the infamous typo, mistranslation, yada 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 of Final Fantasy X. Alright, so we're taking a chocobo north to Zozo. And digging the music. There it is, Zozo. Bye, Chocobo. Alright, first things first, we're gonna save. Now, as we head into Zozo, there are some very important things you must be warned about. First of all, what that man said in the town is actually true. The people of Zozo are horrendous liars. They will lie to you every chance they get. Never trust them. Secondly, it's filled with monsters. Because of course it is. Thankfully, they're easy enough to beat. Dead body! Just in the street. Because why not? The second hand on the watch is pointing at 30. So you want to make sure you mark that down. You should take notes while you're here of every single person who mentions a time, and note that they're lying about it. So obviously the second hand is not pointing at 30. However, we're going to cheat a little bit. When I used to play this game as a kid, I actually played it enough that I memorized one of the puzzles in here. I was actually kind of proud of myself for doing so, even though it's pretty simple. Anyway, it's a puzzle you're going to want to complete because it's something special for Edgar. In the meantime, kill the Veil Dancer! Swish. Why is the chat on stream not showing emotes? Actually, that's because my chat isn't showing emotes. Twitch recently posted on their support Twitter that they're having problems with emotes showing up. So that's normal right now. Or they're trying to fix it. Uh-oh! Back attack! Meteor strike! Let's cure everybody up. Yeah, Twitch is just a little broke right now. Their emote servers, or whatever you would call them, or whatever, however it works. Do-do-a-do-do. Nothing out here, just more rain. More Veil Dancer. Kapoosh. Oh dear, I forgot she could do that. Yeah, Fyra. A little scary. Remember what I said about those Phoenix Downs? Yeah. Cure everybody, just to chop us off. That Fyra would kill him from max health, so... Obtained Ether. So Zozo's a place that you're going to want to explore a lot. So do not, under any circumstances, move on to a place that you might not be able to get back from until you're ready. Oh shoot, he vanished. Okay, Vanish is a spell in this game where the person who has Vanish cast on them becomes invisible until you cast a spell on them. However, has the added effect of any spell cast on someone with Vanish has a 100% accuracy rate, and I think might deal more damage. 100% accuracy rate is something important. Doors rusted shut. So it looks like we can't get any more doors, so all of that trip was for an Ether. Ooh, a preemptive strike. Get her before she can Fyra. Got her. I just had to put a drill to her shins. Which is more terrifying than I thought, now that I think about it. I usually hold off on using too much of Celeste's magic offensively at this point in the game because I want to use her MP mostly to cure people, mostly as a healer, and just let her flail do most of the work. That said, I'm probably going to be swapping her off of her flail in just a sec and giving her something else. How far behind are you, Yoshikev? Because that happened a while ago. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure I get this right. Let's give her the Rune Blade, which will increase her evasion. I'm still keeping her in the back row, though, because I'm not going to attack with her too often, especially now that I've given her a sword that drains her MP whenever she attacks. That big tower-looking thing to the directly west of me, that's our eventual destination, I believe. Gotcha. This place is dangerous. Be careful. And don't go doing anything stupid like trying to jump between the buildings. Dead woman in the street. Alright, the clock hands have stopped. Set the hour hand. Now, you could get various information from various people throughout all of Zozo. In fact, we're going to talk to a lot of people that'll give us some of these hints. But notice how it only goes by 2-hour increments. That's why you want to come here and check this first if you're going to do this puzzle, so you know what you need to eliminate. Because now you don't need to eliminate 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, etc., etc. However, the answer is 6. It's the minute hand. Here you only need 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Obvious reasons. And you don't set this to 10. But then you also need to set the seconds hand, which is the second hand. Get it? Yeah, you might be confused by that when I talked earlier when I mentioned the guy. The number here is 50. Get all those correct, and that happens. Stream kept buffering for 30 seconds because of Firefox froze. Oh, if that happens, usually you can just refresh the stream and get back to a normal delay. Alright, so we're gonna look around real fast. No other treasures? Okay. So by going up those stairs, you will find the chainsaw. The chainsaw is a new tool for Edgar. It is also single target. interesting thing about the chainsaw. It damages or instantly dispatches the enemy. It has a chance to do either when you attack. It's actually really powerful too. The problem is that you run into a situation against an enemy. Let's first of all just use it, show it off. That would be its damage dealing move. And yes, it's more powerful than drill. You run into a situation where against bosses, it's a little less useful. Because against bosses, it can randomly decide to do the insta-kill attack, which deals 0 damage, and it's a boss. So it doesn't take insta-kill damage. So against bosses, you still want to stick with the drill. However, against random encounters, if you only need a single target attack, it's very powerful. Got him. Alright, according to my notes, we need to go ahead and start heading up that tower now. Gotcha. Give me a moment. Apologies for that, but I'm back. Alright, let's go ahead and head up the giant tower / apartment complex. Great people here. You're just everything they say. I'm not wounded. This isn't blood. A girl? Nope. Haven't seen any girls lately. And there's definitely not one on the top floor of this building, so don't bother checking. Like I said, a bunch of liars. Oh dear. Harvester and gobbledygooks! Stop attacking the wrong targets! Damn it! But yes, with the chainsaw, against enemies where you can actually use it as a damage weapon, it deals comparable damage to a 2-earring Sabin. Phew, how long do I have to keep this up? Great people here, you can trust everything they say. It's 2 o'clock. See, this is where you get a lot of your hints. It's already 12 o'clock. This is where you get, you can negate almost all of the options. Hey, no cutting, get in line. I'm in line. See, this is me in line. Ow! Jerk. Oh, I skipped the animation. Went too fast, but that was his insta-kill animation. He puts on a Jason mask and just pushes into them with the chainsaw as opposed to spinning around like a silly idiot. Alright, so you can use that crane right there to leave if you wish. Do not go through that open door just yet. And you can see that guy hopping between buildings. We want to actually go into these rooms first. First thing we find is the Brigand's Glove. I believe is a relic. Brigand's Glove is a leather glove designed to aid in banditry. Changes Steel Command to Mug. So, as usual, the Steel Command can be changed to Mug. In most Final Fantasies, this is true. Makes it so that when you steal, you also deal damage. That also... The Brigand's Glove... Huh, alright. I believe we have to jump across to get the next item. Gobbledygook! Hey! Sabin learned a new Blitz! That's right, Blitzes can be learned from leveling up. I haven't gone over that just yet because, well, he hadn't learned anything new. We've learned Rising Phoenix, his first AoE Blitz. Engulfs all enemies in spiritual flame. And it has the similar input to a super attack in certain games. Never saw the use of Mug. If you want to steal stuff, I don't want to kill the enemy before actually stealing it. Absolutely, I agree wholeheartedly. Mug random enemies, get a potion that way. Yeah, it's mostly for stealing from random enemies so you can maintain your item reserves. I will show off Burning Phoenix when we have an opportunity to do so, don't worry. But yes, Burning Phoenix is based on magic stat. I watched the second hands pointing at the 4, which you know is a bald-faced lie. So once again, talking to other people is going to give you all the hints you need to be able to get the clock. You could just randomly guess as well, though it's not recommended. There are far too... Sorry, wow, okay. Far too many combinations. Rising Phoenix. Powerful attack. I really like it. It just has a very long animation. A barrier ring, really? I didn't know you could get that from those guys. Alright, well, just to show off barrier ring, I don't know if we had one already. A limited version of Shell. Cast Shell when the wearer is critically wounded, just like the other relic that we had that does Protect. Etha! It's more harvesters. Bye-bye. Didn't even need the insta-kill version. The seconds, they're divisible by 20. That eliminates a lot of the options right there. Rising Phoenix, because of all their testaments of contradictions. Ah, yes. Remember, when you're doing inputs for Blitz, don't put them in too fast, or something like that might happen. Where it inputs wrong. You ain't playing Street Fighter. Booyah! Oops, this way. A Hilgigus. I was wondering when we would finally run into one of these. Very sturdy enemy. Also, you can see his underwear. Because, of course, you can. Has a low magical defense, sorry. So, if you can use magical attacks against them, do so. Thankfully, they're only sturdy enough to be able to take 2 attacks from my strongest people. Smash is greater than Street Fighter anyway. Hey, I agree, I like Smash more. But not because of objective fighting game standards, just because of subjective, this is what I like more. Rising Phoenix! Bye-bye! Uh-oh, there seems to be someone blocking our path up ahead. But on the way, we obtain the Burning Fist. This is, I think, the first elemental knuckle you're gonna find. It may cast fire upon striking the enemy, it's also fire elemental on its own, and lots of attack power. So we're gonna go ahead and equip that. And before we deal with him, oh dear, we can't go anywhere else. I guess we have no choice. So... cure up. Ether. What brings you up here on this fine day? Do you need to get through here? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be in the way. I'm not very strong in a fight, and I'd hate for you there to be any trouble. So why don't I just let you pass? And of course, like everybody else in Zozo, big fat liar. Say hello to Dataluma. Alright, so you want to use a drill because the chainsaw will simply fail. Stealing from him is somewhat recommended. Yes, we have two things we want to steal from him, actually, like the jeweled ring. Every time you steal from him, he steals from you, by the way. Let's see. He's weak versus poison, if you have that. And don't worry about the steals when he steals from you. But in the meantime, we still have one more thing I want to steal, I believe. My notes say... He has a Thief's Bracer. Enemy has no items, that just means I stole the same thing as last time. Just gotta keep trying. Oh, he also summons allies. So this would be a good opportunity to show off your skills against them. Perfect. There we go. That's the insta-kill version. He only steals from you if you successfully steal from him, I should mention. And yes, he can heal himself with high potions, and will do so repeatedly. And he will cast Protect on himself, because he's a jerk. This is when you want to make sure you keep using magic-based abilities like Sabin's Aura Cannon. Just keep trying. Eventually it'll work. Wrong target! Oh, he likes to throw stuff too, which will totally murder your face. Oops, I want to use a high potion. Just gotta keep trying. Eventually I'll get it. It's a 1 in 8 chance of a successful steal to get the item I'm looking for. Chainsaw! Insta-kill! Nifty attack, not terrifying, but nifty. He's gotta have it. This is why you carry a bunch of Phoenix Downs. I'm only making this fight difficult on myself because I'm refusing to fight the boss and kill him. Because I want to get whatever, the Thief Bracers from him. So... fuck it. Guess you want to die. I'll keep trying to steal, but on Locke's turn, but... You just want to die, then you want to die. Can't help you. Oops. Rising Phoenix. Got him. Alright, he didn't want to give me the other thing. That's fine. Pretty sure I already have a Thief's Racer anyway. I'm not even sure if they stack. Twist Headband. Got it for free. Got a massive amount of gil. Yeah, there's a Thief's Racer right there, so if you want to get two so you can stack up the effect, that's where you would do it, but I don't need to. Wait. Somewhere I want to go first. Come on. There's something else I was supposed to do first. I'm gonna steal from him just to see what he has. Alright, maybe it's in here. You're supposed to be somewhere... Ah, okay, never mind. Hermes Sandals? Hermes Sandals are amazing! Cast Haste on the wearer. Yeah. Insta Haste on a character. It's much easier to use than in Final Fantasy IX. And an X potion. Oh my. Seems we found Terra. But she doesn't seem to be responding. Terra? She's frightened. Who are you? This girl is your friend, I presume? Terra, is she alright? So, her name is Terra. Terra, you say? Interesting. Her life is in no danger. She simply used a power she didn't know she had and it overwhelmed her. Now her body won't listen to what she's trying to tell it to do. As for myself, I am Ramuh, the Esper, Ramuh. You're an Esper? Don't Espers live in another world? That doesn't mean there's not anything stopping us from living in this one. Espers come in a variety of forms. My appearance is similar to your own, so I can live here among you. You can only steal one item per enemy? Really? That doesn't sound right. Because a bunch of enemies have 2 items that they can they have you can steal. And I don't think you're meant to reset until you get the right one. Without fear of anyone discovering the truth. But that might be right, I guess. Are you sure that's true with the advanced version too? Why hide the fact that you're an Esper? Humans and Espers are incompatible creatures. But my grandma told me that humans and Espers once lived side by side. Of course, it was only a bedtime story. No, that was not a fairy tale. That was the truth. Humans and Espers used to live together in harmony. And it's up to luck which one you can steal. Oh, okay, well I will keep that in mind from now on then. I wasn't aware of that mechanic. At least, until the War of the Magi. It says so on the advance board? Alright, well thank you for telling me. Until the War of the Magi? It took place long ago. Espers fought humans who had been infused with magical powers extracted from other Espers. Sorry about that, I just sneeze. After the meaningless war had ended, The Espers fashioned a new realm to which they exiled themselves. The first FF you can steal multiple items per enemy was Final Fantasy IX? Really? Huh. They feared that if they remained, it would only be a matter of time before their powers were targeted again. But then one day, about 20 years ago, humans stumbled upon the entrance to that hidden realm. Humans who knew of Espers and the secrets of our powers. And thus began the hunt. For Gestal, the leader of the men, knew that he could use the powers extracted from us to create an invincible army. As soon as we realized what was happening, we erected a massive gate and forced the humans out. Those who were captured are now in the Empire's Magitech research facility, being drained of their powers. I narrowly escaped the same fate, and now I am here with you. She seems to have calmed down a bit. I called Terra here to me when I sensed that she had lost control. She responded to that call. So Terra's an Esper? No, she's a bit different from us. She looks like she's in pain. She's afraid of what she is, and that is a painful thing. What can we do to help her? Once she understands her true nature, the fear and doubt should subside. Is there anything we can do? The others of my kind who are trapped in Gestal's Magitech research facility may be able to help her. And if we can get inside that facility, you're sure we'll find them. The Magitech research facility? Your people are in there? I escaped alone, abandoning my friends and hiding here like a coward. But I fear I can remain here no longer. What do you mean? Gestal's methods are mistaken. You can't drain an Esper's power by force, that weakens them. Only when they become Magicite can our powers be transferred in full. What are you saying? I'm going to turn myself into Magicite, so I may lend you my strength. Magicite? Magicite is an Esper's power in its purest form. When Esper dies, Magicite is all left behind. Why? These are my companions who fell as we fled the Empire, and I will give you my powers as well. Sorry, sniffly. Oh man, you're really gone, aren't you? He turned himself into Magicite. He gave up his life to help us. Why would you do such a thing? If our powers are used for destruction, the skies will darken and life will fade from the earth. We must stop them. There must not be a second War of the Magi. Obtained Ramuh, Magicite. Obtained Cait Sith, Magicite. Obtained Siren, Magicite. And obtained the Kirin, Magicite. And we now have a way to equip all of that. But we're going to take care of that in a moment, because it's time for our first break of the day. So get up, stretch, whatever you need to do to be able to keep watching comfortably. And I will be right back.